That's where Carl sets up a bike jump, and he jumps off of here and clears that little creek, and then ends up breaking his arm and getting a cast on it. And that's the location inspiration.
Nico, you're late. It's 2:31. Ow.
When I realized I wanted to be an artist, I was in 3rd grade, and we had these art teachers come in, and they were all super rock and roll, and they just had us do this just really basic thing where like you put string under a piece of paper and you took a crayon, you colored over it, and whatever I did, I don't think it was anything special. She like went around to each desk and she picked mine up, and she was all, you're an artist. She's like, well, when's your birthday? And I told her. She's like, oh, you're a Scorpio. You're definitely an artist. And I was like, I guess I'm an artist now. Yeah. My name is Zachariah Ohora. I'm a picture book illustrator and author, and also a show creator for a PBS show called Carl the Collector. I had this idea for a raccoon character because I'm just obsessed. I love raccoons. His name is Carl, and I didn't really have a story behind Carl, but I knew that he should collect things, and I'm a collector myself. So like when I was a kid, I collected comic books. I collect records. At this point, I probably have like 3,000 records or something like that. It makes it a pain to move. The thing about Carl is that even though it's an autistic character is the lead, it's not really a show about autism per se. It's a social emotional show. So like, it's just basic stuff that we're all learning, and we continue to learn, like how to share and how to manage your feelings when something doesn't go your way, those kind of things. So those are things I can pick from my own, my own childhood and my kids' childhood. But when PBS came to me, they were aware of me because of my books, and they're like, hey, if you ever have a show idea, would you be interested in developing something with us? And so I started to like put together ideas and sent them to them, and we kind of landed on Carl, and they liked the character. And at the same time, my kids were just going to school then, and they go to an inclusion school. And I didn't know what an inclusion school was. That was a new concept to me. So when I visited their school, I was just struck at how natural it was that there were kids with all different needs, with aids in each classroom. And all the kids, including my own, it just normalized it. And they just treated everybody like they were their friends. And it was a light bulb moment for me where I was like, oh, this is the way it should be. I mean, obviously, it is a challenge to authentically represent neurodiverse characters because I'm a neurotypical person. I don't have anybody in my immediate family that I know of that is neurodiverse. But even though that was a challenge and we wanted to make sure that we got it right, we knew right from the beginning that we're going to do everything we could to get neurodiverse people in all levels of the production. From the actors, anytime there's a neurodiverse character on screen, it's a neurodiverse actor that's given the voice. We have neurodiverse writers. We try to do that throughout the whole production to give an authentic voice. We've really been open to all the writers in the writer's room, like coming up with their own stories of like things that happen in their life. And then we kind of build on those stories. So those are automatically authentic because they're neurodiverse people telling us stories from their childhood. Another important factor that we had right away was we hired autism experts to kind of give us profiles of any character that we were showing on screen that was neurodiverse or autistic. We wanted to have kind of a cheat sheet from them that like showed us like, okay, how would this person or individual act in any given situation? And that was an important part of it. One of our autism experts, Dr. Stephen Shore, is also autistic. So it's a very authentic production. PBS really cares about authentic representations. There's a lot that I would like kids and parents to take away from watching Carl the Collector, but the main thing is like, I want them to enjoy it and have fun. We want it to be as funny and fun as possible. But the other thing is that we hope that it spreads empathy. Empathy for autistic kids and the struggles that families with autistic kids go through, but also for like all the struggles that like every human being has. When you're first trying to figure out who you are outside of like your family pod, and you're gone into the bigger world. And it kind of provides that opening for these parents to have the conversation with the kid and destigmatizes it at the same time, normalizes it. And that's just been, I don't know, I just didn't anticipate the level that would have that effect, and it's been very, very touching.